why would I encourage someone to join NKRC? Why should you join NKRC? Well, basically, NKRC is the best club in the world.
NKRC. Other than the whole fact that Ryan's my friend, other than the respect and everything like that. But the real reason is the fellowship is very good. I like it, and the whole idea of giving back, it just make you feel a sense of worth. That's basically it. And no, not the fellowship. Fellowship good still, good people.
I'm thinking of joining NKRC because I like the persons who are in it. I was introduced to the club by Suresh, and I like what I'm seeing so far. The community service activities have been really inspiring. I am happy when I'm out of the house and I'm able to mingle with other persons who are similar to me, wanting to make a difference in Jamaica. Yeah.
Well, I was a part of the youth at Rotaract Club, so I was a part of the Rotaract family from a long time. But NKRC was just, it was the same kind of family and fun vibe at NKRC that they had at UTech. So I was associated with NKRC from, even when I was still at UTech. So from then I had the link, and after UTech, there was no other option for me, just NKRC.
I joined the NKRC because I think initially NKRC was the right fit or right match for me. Coming from a club that was very vibrant, outgoing, the members were very into what they were doing. My very first meeting at NKRC, from then I knew NKRC was the club for me.
Yeah, well, I joined NKRC because I was young then, and the thing was just going to work, going to parties, basically. And Ryan was a director then. He had invited me to a meeting, and when I went to the first meeting, like the group was very receptive. It felt like a family, and I was basically there for the first time. So that's why I joined.
Well, I joined NKRC because I felt a need to be a part of a service organization, and I didn't really know anybody that was a part of any except for Director Donaire. So of course I followed him, and I went to my first meeting and I really enjoyed it. Went back, and now I'm stuck here and I love it. What do I like about NKRC? NKRC has shown me that young people don't necessarily have to be, sitting down, doing nothing, going out all the time. We can give back of what we have been given to the community. The fellowship is wonderful. We get to go out and do projects and help other people, and it's lovely to see when they appreciate it, when they smile and they benefit from our giving back to them.
Other than liming, other than liming. Well, I'll give you the truthful answers. The truthful is the structure. I'm not big on the whole good morning and president this and president that. It builds character in a sense and structure. It's the whole structure. Yeah.
I like the vibes. I like the fact that you guys think out of the box when it comes on to activities that we do. Every meeting, even if it's just a simple presentation, I can honestly say that I get a good laugh by the time it's time for me to leave.
I like the most about NK, apart from the fellowship, which I mentioned before, it's when you compare NKRC with other clubs, we are just different. The dynamic is just second to none. The things we do, the events we host, the activities we get involved in, the fellowship we have as a club, it's a family outside of club time. And I like that vibe about it.
Honestly, I like everything about NKRC. I like the vibe, I like the fellowship, I like the community service projects that we do. I like everything about NKRC.
What I like the most about NKRC is that we're more of a family than a club. We're passionate about whatever we do, whether it be community service, whether it be activities for personal development, whether it's networking. We are passionate and we are going to do it to the best of our potential.
Most memorable moment. Oh, being the wing king. But there's too many though. There's too many. The most touching one was when I was head painter. Yeah, at the Dannyville. Yeah, I was head painter. It felt good, you know. It really felt good. And then there was an instant, there was a very special thing. One of the guys that came out and helped us was speaking to him, and he's from the community, and he's like, you could sense that he was so appreciative of what we were doing as a young man coming up in the community. He was interacting. Even his son was there, and he was trying to bring his son in there, and the whole of that environment, it just felt like we were actually making a real impact. And that to me was really touching, that we could reach out to somebody who is in a suppressed environment and just coming out, and it was really good.
Alright.
My most memorable NKRC moment was when my name was called as one of the awardees for the most outstanding committee member. Big moment for me. I wasn't expecting to get any awards, seeing that I am not yet a member of this club.
Wow, that most memorable moment. That's hard. There's been a lot. Wow. From the community service events, I think one that stands out for me was when we went to the Montamil Old Age Home and fellowship with the elderly persons there. From a community service event standpoint, from a fellowship standpoint, the walk was a good look. Even the promo leading up to that couple nights promo leading up to it was a good look. And even from the earlier days of my involvement in NKRC, the echoes, the movie lines, all that stuff, all of that stand out for me.
My most memorable moment in NKRC was when we had the career symposium at Homestead Place of Safety for Girls. I am not a public speaker, and when Director Daniel asked me to do the presentation, I was a bit iffy. I was trying to get other people to do it, but then I said, let me do it. And the way how the girls accepted it, how they responded, and all the questions that they asked, it really encouraged me to continue doing what I'm doing and helping out these people.
My most memorable moment for NKRC is at the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning, where we teach basic maths to adults at the Saxtor Methodist Church. We were doing some math questions, and one of the questions were asking them to do some calculations, and the students, they weren't understanding the question correctly. So what I had to do was I used one of the students who was actually a bearer to break down the question basically. So I just asked him like how much money he spent on gas to go to Spanish Town and how far. So he was able to tell me the miles from Alpha Tree to Spanish Town and how much it cost. So I basically rewrote the question in that scenario, and he was able to answer the question. And I had to explain to him that this is how they write the question in a particular format, but it is the same day-to-day activities that they do. So it really wasn't anything hard. And after that, everyone in the class actually understood the questions, and they were very thankful for that.
Right, I do not have one memorable moment. There are several of them. The first one being the Montamil Golden Age Home visit. The first visit that I went there. When I approached the entrance, there was one of the ladies there that said, "Is which little girl this?" I think that was very memorable. She made me laugh. My other memorable moments were the fellowship events that we had. For example, the Thanksgiving dinner, that stood out for me. We had our Rotary family represented there, our Rotaract family. The Hollywell trips that I've been on, those were memorable moments for me. And yeah, that's it.
You should join NKRC because it is the club to be in. You'll be surrounded by persons that are fun, energetic, and have the passion to make a difference in Jamaica. Also, you will always have something very nice to say about the things that you have experienced.
Getting someone to join NKRC. Alright, it's not just about, like I said before, the club is very dynamic. So when you look at how it meshes everything from fellowship to community service to professional and self-development, it's just second to none. So you learn and develop from day one you come into the club. If you're in NKRC and after a year of being a member of that club, you're the same person, something is wrong. There has to be some form of growth that takes place. And that is the key thing about NKRC. And that's the major pull for me, I think, for NKRC.
Why would I encourage people to join NKRC? It's simple. You leave school, you're working. I mean, not everybody has that opportunity to go out and do something constructive with their lives. And this is an organization that helps to foster you in growing, giving back, and everything like that. So I would encourage people to use this as a medium to progress in life. Not only, you don't have to progress only financially, but it would be mentally, spiritually. Be a part of something that makes sense. Be a part of something that you will feel good about in, say, 20 years down the road.
I don't really have to sell it much, you know. All I have to do is come. One time. One shot. That's it. Because I know most of the presidents, most of them went to high school and they've been telling me they come. And I just kept progressing and not coming, just not coming at all. And Ryan tricked me, tell me something not going. I came, and I came out next week. But I came out next week, still here. So all I need is one shot. That's it.
Why I would encourage persons to join NKRC is because NKRC is the best Rotaract club ever. Our community service projects, our club services activities, our professional development activities, everything on a whole is a testament to the fact that NKRC is number one. When you come to NKRC, you do not leave the same way as you come. That's why I would encourage persons to join.
Why NKRC? Why should you join NKRC? NKRC is the best club in the district, and I dare even say the best club in the world. As I said, we're a family structure. We have a lot of fun. We help a lot of people, and each and every member have been developed personally. Sir has said, if you've been in NKRC for a year and you have not changed or developed in any form, then something is wrong. And as you can see, you can look on our members. It also helps you to be a more rounded person in terms of teamwork. We have a lot of teamwork. So if you were never a team player before you join NKRC, then definitely that is an attribute that you will develop.
Ready?
Because I'm not sure. I really don't have a clue.
We can't
We
take
can't show that. We can't show that.
that one
We
here,
can't
you know.
show that.
Seriously, that here?
Yes? You want me to lie on public TV?
Keep that! You're honest! Yeah! Watch out for this! Watch out for this!
What do I like about NKRC?
Well, I joined NKRC because, firstly, Ryan was a director then, and he had invited me to a meeting. And at the first meeting, I felt like I was a part of the group. They were warm and very receptive. I don't want to say that. They weren't warm. Nobody hugged me.
Down here!
They have
Did
issues
you
with
this
brethren.
before that? Watch out for this! Watch out for this!
What I like the
NKRC. So I'm gonna get another decor. They wanna have an NKRC.
You don't want another curry there.
You sure that didn't
You're sure you want the curry?
Sure you want
Are you You sure you want the curry?
You sure you want the curry?
NKRC have a curry?
You sure you want that curry,
What I like
Sheena?
about NKRC is that we are more of a family than a club. The members, I don't know what we do.
Right, man.
No.
Really, man?
No, Daddy,
You
we
know,
can't.
what did you ask?
Watch out for this. Watch out for this.
What I like the most about NKRC is that we are more of a family than a club. We basically participate in everything together. We drink. No, I can't say we have a lot of fun. We help a lot of people, and each and every member have been developed personally. As Sergeant Tom Terrence has said, if you're in NKRC for a year and you have not changed or developed in any way, then
Bye.